Hi there, welcome to the RPS project. Today I'm going to be looking at this. This is a slightly dusty HP Pavilion. Now it is a bit on the old side and it's a bit of a brick. My goodness me, that's quite heavy for a, as it's described here, slimline. It's the HP Pavilion Slimline, and this is let's have a look. S3624 UK, which means it was only ever launched in the UK, so I presume it's just a UK spec, and other models around the world were, well, different spec. I'm not quite sure what's in it. I suppose let's have a quick look at the information about it. It's released in 2008. That makes it like 12 years old. It's quite an old little thing, isn't it? Apparently this one has a Athlon X2, Athlon 64 X2 processor in it. I suppose we'll find out exactly what when I turn it on and see if it actually works and does anything. But let's have a quick look around at this monster and see what we can see from the front, from the outside, should I say. Well, basically we've got at the front here, you know, CD optical drive. We've got our multi-input device. You don't see them very often on computers anymore, do you? You know, your SD card, micro SD card, and whatever else, and a couple of USB 2 on there, headphones, and this weird little gadget at the bottom, which is for some sort of device. Not sure what sort of device goes in there. It's the HP Pocket Media Drive Bay. Well, don't know, never ever seen that before. And on the back we have got a multitude of simple things. Now there's PS2 for keyboard and mouse. I mean, still we're doing that on other boards these days, which is rather exceptional considering it's quite a legacy thing. Then we've got this next one, which I'm not quite sure that is. Orange. I believe that's actually SPDIF. You know, well, I don't know. Some people still use it, I suppose. I've never actually used it. I don't know anybody who's ever used it, but somebody must use it. So SPDIF. There looks like to be a connection for Wi-Fi there. Looks a bit battered. Then we've got our monitor, then we've got USB, then we've got Ethernet, and what looks like Firewire. Well, still got a Firewire on this, and a bit of audio, and a couple of little slots there. Would need to have small form factor cards for going into the back there, and only a couple of slots. I wonder what connections are for those slots. Yeah, 12 years ago, not quite sure. Looks like quite a mini power supply in there as well. So all in all, quite a nice little device, I suppose. So there you have it, the HP Pavilion. It's a little bit of a brick, I suppose. That's the only way I could describe it. So I suppose I ought to go and turn it on and see if it actually works, see if it does something. Is it going to fire up and be all hunky-dory? Is it just gonna, I don't know, do nothing? I was about to turn it on and find out, hadn't I? So here we go. I've got it all plugged in and plugged up, and keyboard and whatever else. So turn the monitor on, turn it on, and see if something happens. Now it's on its side because actually it's designed to be able to work this way. It's got little rubber feet on the side there, so you can lay it down or have it stood upright. It doesn't matter, however you like. So, well, let's give it a go. Entering power saving. Okay, righto. Hit the. Ooh, there's certainly a noise. It's making some sort of whirling sound, and it's up onto doing something. Well, hey, yeah, look at that. Oh, let's try that F10. Just see what I'm getting to the menu. Boot menu. We're in the BIOS. Has a starter. Well, it comes on. Right, so here we are in the BIOS. I'm not sure if the camera can catch that very well. It's not very good lighting for catching the screen, but it is on. It's on. So tells me that. Alright, well, what is the date today? I have no idea. Is it the 11th of October? I don't know. I've no idea, but that's what it's saying on here. English, we've got OneDrive, it's first drive. It says DVD, so hang on a minute. OneDrive, first drive, DVD. Is that not seeing the other drive? Installed memory, 2 gig, marvellous, like that. What do you get on this particular machine? Let's have a quick look. I've got some specs here. Well, it says that you get, I think you can have up to 4 gig on this, but it's got 2 gigs of, and this one's got 6400. So yeah, 800 megahertz DDR2 sat in there. Marvelous, just what you wanted. Something nice. Tells you that yes, it's S3624 UK model. Brilliant. Well, what more can you say about it? It's not much to say about these old BIOSes, are they? PCI, it's got PCI in there, so we've got a PCI slot at least. I imagine you've got a PCI and a PCI Express, but not much else. Look, it's got a 4450E, so that's the Athlon dual core, Athlon 64 X2 dual core. Yeah, 2.3 gigahertz. Yeah, not bad, I suppose. Power, boot menu, boot device priority. Let's have a quick look there. Hard disk drive group first of all, then we've got CD-ROM, floppy drive. Yeah, floppy drive, mate. Network boot, but it's only showing down the bottom here as DVD. So let's come out of this and see if we can actually boot up. Exit savings without changes. Exit saving changes, discarding changes. We haven't changed anything. And let's see if it will actually boot. If it will actually do anything. Will this actually come on? Yeah, well, entering power save mode. It's got my splash screen. Is anything else going to happen? Is it going to? It's doing nothing. Disk boot failure. Insert system disk and press enter. Well, there isn't. So the hard drive has got to be dead. So there you go. It needs another hard drive to make sure. But it is working. It's coming on. But then I've got a USB thumb drive I can put in there. It's got Linux Mint on there. So yeah, let's see if I can boot it up with Linux Mint. Just give me a moment and we'll see if we can do that. So turn it off, I suppose, to start off with. Where's the on and off button? Is that it? Is that what you do? Yeah. Weird on off button with some LED lighting at the top here. So thumb drive with Linux Mint on. Let's jam that in the front USB port. There we go. And turn it on again. I suppose we have to go into boot menu. Can't remember what that was with that. F2, escape. F10. No, that was main menu. So let's turn it on again. See if we can get this to boot onto this drive that I've got. Escape. Boot menu is escape. So let's see that. Here we go. Right, marvellous. There it is. I've got me Kingston Traveller. So hit that, see what happens. Start Linux Mint. Press tab to edit options. Now I don't want to edit anything, I just want it to boot up and see if it'll actually run an operating system, don't I? Let's get it going. Come on. And on. And here it goes. Starting to go in now, hopefully. Got the symbol, got the mint. It's doing something. It's going in there. Hopefully, in a moment, it'll be a running computer. Today will be nice today. Still having to think about it, isn't it? Ooh, hang on. Well, doesn't look promising, to be quite honest. It's oh, hang on a minute, we've got the cursor back, so yeah, we could be in here. Wi-Fi networks available. Hey, even that little Wi-Fi card thing that I thought on the back there was a bit rubbish is actually working. You know, this is wow, yeah, we're up and running. This is a working system. Folders, is it gonna, yeah, folders, wow, marvellous, yeah. Look, see, that's a working system. So basically just a hard drive's dead in this, so it just needs another hard drive and some operating system shoving on there. I bet this would actually run really well with Linux Mint on it. So yeah, bit of a project there. I suppose what I could do is open this up, have a quick look inside and see what the guts of it are, and see how it looks inside. So yeah, let's turn this off and open it up. Okay, so here we have the box on the bench, and I'm going to open it up and have a look inside. Hopefully, there are meant to be 3 screws in this, 1 over here and 2 on the top, but there's only 2 in this one, so just undo them, get the lid off. That's 1. There we go, and it's open. Got it open, very simple. That was easy to get into. Trying to throw stuff on the floor, I suppose. Yeah, quite a compact little unit. Let's just come in on this if I can. And as we can see, from the bottom, PCI Express, connector, a couple of SATA cables in there. Probably it's only got a couple by the looks of it. Little heatsink. Wow, look at that. Groovy little one with a little fan in there. There's a little Wi-Fi unit. Look, it's actually in the back there. I don't know if you can really see that. Let me just do a bit more in and out. I'm trying not to do that too much. Yeah. There. Do the little thing. Right, let's zoom back out again so we can see what I'm doing. Oh, I have no idea. Yeah. Let's get this front bezel off now. Apparently this is a bit of a trick to getting this off, because 2 of the connectors flex out and 2 of the connectors flex in. But yeah, that's simple enough to get off. It's a little light bar thing there, look, for when you turn the power on. So, well, yeah, there'll be LED in there somewhere in this little slot, along with the power switch, which I apparently have just taken off. Yeah, well, that's a bit odd. Is that? I think that's the power switch there. Never mind. DVD, like that. Wow, you can actually see what it is now. It's a light scribe. Way, DVD multi-recorder. Very nice. I haven't got a clue what that is. No idea. USB card reader. Let's see about taking this off. What? I've got this thing here, this card port here as well. So that apparently just unclips. That's just basically USB. It's just a it's a USB 2 Type A mini connector just jammed in the back there. So whatever this was, it just uses the USB. So even though it's like some supposedly fancy drive connector, it really is just a USB, just a fancy bracket for some USB drive or drive that you're going to connect via USB, so it's actually nothing special at all. Drive here, looks like we've got one screw. Oh, that little clip. Right, okay, let's take the SATA and power connector out the back here first. 1, 2, there we go. And cable in the way somewhere. The drive is out. Marvellous. There's the hard drive. There's the thing that's a bit dead because it didn't come on. So I don't know if you can see the connections on that. Let's just zoom in again. Basically, you've got, let me turn it round because I'm back to front to you folks. Got this little clip here, and then SATA and power, and that's all there is to it. Then I imagine it's this one screw here, SATA, power, remove that screw, and there you go. Let me just go back to wide and you can see what I'm doing. But yeah, drive, it's out. It's there you go. Got a Seagate 320 gigabytes, a dead Seagate. I wonder if how I can imagine if you put an SSD in there, it's not going to take up that much room. So might need a bracket or something to fit into this cradle and then SSD onto it, and there you go, Bob's your uncle. Marvellous. Yeah, other than that, there you go. RAM, we already know we've got 2 gigs of RAM in there. Let me just put my anti-static wrist band on. Now I'm going to take that RAM out. Couple of clips, and there we go. RAM. It's there. RAM. What can I say? It really is 6400 PC2 6400U. Marvellous. 1 gig stick. And we've got 2 of them. So I'll just slot that back in. I imagine I can get there we go. I imagine I can get more RAM, upgrade the RAM if I really want to, because it is DDR2, so yeah, would it be worth it? Got a bunch of connectors, USB. I mean, some other ones I imagine they are USB and header and fan connectors. Other than that, it's really not a lot to it. So yeah, that is it. It is it. I think the best thing to do with this would be to try and put an SSD in it, not do really anything else to it except for maybe put in a network card, so you've got at least 100 megabits or even 1 gigabit network card. Take out the Wi-Fi and shove on Linux Mint. So I suppose that's about it really, isn't it? I mean, you know, you can do messing about more with it, but that's the basic thing. Not a lot to it really. It's quite simple, quite compact, and hey, you know what, it does actually seem to work. Brilliant. So there you have it, the HP Pavilion, the 3624 UK model. So I suppose, you know, like I said, it was only done in the UK. Well, marvellous, and it seems to work. Okay, the hard drive is dead. It needs replacing because it is definitely gone. Won't be helping you out there by leaving that in. So yeah, need to take that out, put it in an SSD, and I've had a look at the specs as well, and basically the network on the motherboard is 10 base T, which is woefully slow. So yeah, I think putting a little network card to maybe try and see if we can get 1 gig network on there, take out the Wi-Fi, because I'm not really keen on that. And besides, being 12 years old, I expect it's probably old spec on that little Wi-Fi unit in the back there. So take that out, make it Ethernet connection, and yeah, good to go. Don't need to bother with messing with the RAM because it's DDR2. Not sure where I find DDR2 memory. I expect it's out there, but well, why worry about it? And then put something like Linux Mint on there. Nice, cheap, good little unit for surfing the internet, watching videos, playing music, you know, watching videos over the internet. I'm sure it'll work just fine. Brilliant. Nice little machine, and I'm sure I can get it working just nicely. Nice little project, and hopefully won't cost too much, because the items these days that I'm looking at putting in there, well, you know, I suppose if I spend £20–25 on it, you know, I've overdone it. So great little little thing to upgrade and keep using, I suppose. Brilliant, marvellous. And what can I say about it? Anyway, if you liked the video, give me a thumbs up. If you didn't, you know what to do. Subscribe, and all comments are welcome. See you next time.